Okay, so I wanted to do a video on my son for questions that we get all the time. Um, he has 49ers syndrome, as the parents call it, which is 49XXXXY. I believe he was supposed to be a twin and they just didn't separate, but he kept that extra DNA. Turn the blinds a little. Okay, that works. Um, he spent 2 weeks in the NICU, which is the intensive care for babies, neonatal intensive care unit. While there, he spent most of his time on oxygen and a feeding tube because he couldn't breathe on his own and wasn't able to really drink anything on his own. The first thing we dealt with was a helmet. I painted this. I actually ended up painting it 2 or 3 times because he kept rubbing it off. And it has Captain America's shield on it. He was a little pilot. The second thing we dealt with was a hip surgery for a dislocated hip that he had from birth. And this is one of the x-rays that we got to make sure his hip was growing well after it was put in place. His first set of braces looked like this, little rainbow braces. His second set of braces were Spider-Man, and yes, he picked them out. He always got to choose the colors and the little designs. They give you a little keychain with stuff, and I just let him pick one, and that's what he picked. His braces now look like these. Same kind of design on the bottom, but they go up higher, and I can lock so he can't bend, and it helps him practice standing. I can then unlock it, and it bends. With his diagnosis of 49er syndrome, which they consider a type of Klinefelter's, he is globally delayed. He has low muscle tone, which makes it hard to stand and walk. He doesn't talk. He doesn't crawl. He's not walking yet. He does use a walker, which is in some of our videos. He doesn't really like it, so he doesn't use it very often. He is 4 years old. He can understand yes and no questions. He does know some sign language. He's the sweetest thing in the world. But yeah, I think that covers most of the questions that we get. So I hope that helps you guys. And if you want to look it up to find out any more information, it again is 49XXXXY. Thanks.